Good afternoon. I'd like to thank all our agencies and all of our speakers and guests that I have behind me for our big, exciting announcement that we have today. And now I'm going to turn the floor over to Mayor Gray.
Thank you, Gretchen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am thrilled to announce that the City Council and I have unanimously approved an agreement that will make TGK the first Google Fiber city in South Carolina. This partnership will bring high-speed internet access, economic growth, and innovation to our community. We are committed to making TGK a hub of connectivity and progress. I'd like to thank Google Fiber for choosing us to support our endeavor. Together, we'll build a stronger, more connected TGK. And at this time, I would like to introduce Daryl Hager, the Southeast General Manager for Google Fiber.
Thanks, Mayor. Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm going to grab a few notes. I want to make sure I hit some of the more important things here. Good afternoon. I'm Daryl Hager. I'm the General Manager for Google Fiber for North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and now the wonderful state of South Carolina. Yeah. Today, I am honored to be here, and I want to thank Mayor Gray, and I also want to thank the Governor McMaster for having us here today. We're so excited to be in TGK, our first South Carolina market. In 2015, Google Fiber first announced we would be bringing lightning fast fiber optic internet to North Carolina. Even then, it was our hope that we would not only be in the Charlotte area, but we would be in South Carolina. And we are, again, super excited that we can stand here today and in TGK as our first South Carolina market. You know, we've been busy since, those last 8 years. We've launched some new products. We now have an 8 gig product. That's 8,000 megabits a second is one of our top products. And then even down to our free product, our free 300 megabits per second product for families who qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program. So we're super excited to have that and all kinds of options in between. Through the years, we've gotten better and better at our construction methodology. We now have new ways where we're more efficient, quicker to get into the communities with less disruptions for the residents and the communities that we plan to serve. Now, I am at this point just want to talk about a little bit about the South Carolina endeavor. We expect to start construction in the spring of 2024, and we expect to serve our first customers in South Carolina officially in at the end of year 2024. So anyway, I'm super excited to be here. We love being in TGK. We love being a part of the South Carolina community. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to the mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Daryl. Well, folks, now I'd like to introduce our great governor of South Carolina, Henry McMaster.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here as well. I don't think I've been in TGK lately, but it's a beautiful place. And I just want to say that this is a great step forward, a great development. We're being smart. The people of South Carolina are being smart. We're headed in the right direction. We use common sense. That's why we didn't close down during the pandemic, because it wasn't necessary. We didn't close things down. And we're using that common sense. We know that we have a culture in our state that has been built up over the centuries and is continuing now. We have a great military friendship. We have a great military tradition, a great Judeo-Christian tradition, and we're living in paradise as you can look out the window and see when you take a walk anywhere in our state. So what opportunities does that give us for our people? For our people that have been here for a long time, been here for years, as well as those who are just coming now. It gives them an opportunity to raise and educate their children, to have happy, strong families, happy, strong lives, and that makes for a happy, strong state and a happy, strong country. But we have to be sure that we're educating them, that we're keeping them safe, and that we're providing opportunities. And that's where this comes in. That's where Google comes in. That's where broadband comes in. That's where the internet comes in. What we've learned is that our people have a thirst for information, whether it's medical information, financial information, educational opportunities, everything in between. When we can provide that to them, high speed, top quality, it's not interrupted, particularly into the rural areas where it does not exist today, then our people can really thrive. So that's why this is one more great step towards that wall-to-wall communication for all purposes that we are seeking to provide for our people in South Carolina. They say that we are one of the top states for broadband. We're also one of the top manufacturing states in the country, one of the top manufacturing places in the world. We make airliners in North Charleston. We make fighter planes in Greenville. We make electric vehicles. We make vehicles of every kind. We make tires. We make pharmaceuticals. We make things. But in order to do that, to tie it all together, we must have instant communication, clear communication among our people, and that's how we really thrive. So this step today here in Tega-Cay with Google, and there's a lot of competition. There'll even be more as we go forward for the whole state. This is a great step forward. It will produce great results, and I want to compliment all those involved in getting this done, and we look forward to seeing the great results. And I want to remind everybody of two things. One, always tell the children, be proud of South Carolina, because this is the best place in the world to live, work, and raise a family. And also, if you got a Southern accent, hold on to it, because it's worth about $1 million right now. Thank you.
Okay, now we can open up for any questions that the media might have for our city council or Google Fiber.
Why Tega-Cay? I guess for Google Fiber. Why Tega-Cay first?
Well, look, and so Jess George will be answering most of our questions, but I'll take this one because I really think it's an opportunity for us to lean into the space. We want to grow. We've grown. Google Fiber has really gotten itself into an expansion gear, especially in the last couple of years. You know, we want to move into South Carolina, and what a great place as we build Charlotte. This is the obvious choice to kind of make our foray into South Carolina. And we look forward to expanding even more into the state.
Another question?
I know there was a big push by council to see this come to Tega-Cay. Talk to me about what was driving that decision, why you guys were so passionate about it, and was there sort of a lack in service that made you even more interested in having this here?
Well, our people were the folks that drove that here. We do have a service now. That service has been with us for years. It has been the only service, and nobody's had a choice. So at this point in time, now folks will have a choice as to whether they'd like to stay with their old service or go with the new service. And in that, we in Tega-Cay, we love to have that kind of a choice, and we've never had one for the last, since 1982, since we incorporated. We've only had one choice. So with that, it was the people that drove us to do that. And with Google Fiber coming alongside us, it's just going to be a great venture for both of us.
So the people asked you guys for another choice?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And Comporium is the other?
Comporium is the other. Yes, ma'am.
Have you gotten a sense of how many people may be interested in switching over at this stage?
No, ma'am. Haven't done any data as such as of yet. But they did. Google did, right?
Yeah, we have a sense for that. Jess, I'm going to have you kind of lean into that question.
Hi, folks. My name is Jess George. I lead government community affairs for Google Fiber in the East. And so just to reiterate that Google Fiber really loves coming into new communities because we believe that the rising tide lifts all boats. And so we've historically seen we enter a new market for the incumbents, speeds go up and prices come down for residents and everybody wins. So we believe competition is fundamentally good. We don't have the exact numbers of people that we think would be interested, but we do believe in competition is broadly better for every community. And so those are some of the secondary benefits of having another provider come into the community. And our goal is to not only provide lightning fast fiber optic internet speeds at fair prices, but we also hope that other providers will replicate some high quality service, better speeds, better prices.
What makes you guys different from the current provider?
Well, Google Fiber is really proud of the fact that we have a couple of things that make us special. Number one is we have best-in-class award-winning customer service. We're super proud of the way in which we treat our customers. Second of all, we have a wide variety of products. And so we mentioned earlier, we've just launched in Charlotte 8 gigs, 8,000 megabits per second, super fast for gamers, for people who work from home, for people who need a lot of bandwidth. I don't know if you have like a lot of streaming TVs in your home, but you can start to see how you might need more capacity in your home. So we've had a $70 gig product since we launched, and we are incredibly proud of a very affordable product that is very high speed. And as we mentioned earlier, we're also participants in the ACP program, the Affordable Connectivity Program, which allows for families who qualify to get a 300 symmetrical product, meaning speeds up and down. And every single one of us who went to school and worked from home during the pandemic knows how important those download speeds are and the upload speeds. So what we're really proud of is that for those qualifying families, that's a $0 product for them. So very fast speeds and affordable prices, something we're incredibly proud of. And then I think the last thing I would say is that when we construct our network, we work hand in hand with the community to make sure it's a good experience for people. Construction can be messy, and places like TKK are very familiar with the fact that infrastructure upgrades, whether it's the person next door to you building a new home or the power company putting in new lines, that stuff can be disruptive. And our goal is to be incredibly communicative, both with the city council, with the city staff, and with the residents about when construction is going to be coming to your street, what you can expect from us, and if you have any questions or concerns, how to communicate directly with us. And we believe that wraparound service from the beginning of construction all the way to someone becoming a customer is best in class.
Is there any cost to the actual TDK residents for this product to come?
No, Google Fiber is constructing this as a private company. There's no cost to the city of TKK.
My next question is for the governor. You spoke about just the efforts that have happened in South Carolina to bring broadband and expand access. Talk about how this just sort of adds to that picture of just putting South Carolina on the map in this way. And also, Google Fiber talked about how they hope to expand. Is it your goal to see services like this just expand further into the state?
Yes, we want everybody in the state that wants internet service, that wants broadband, to be able to have it. Competition ensures that will happen, and we're going to have a lot of competition in our state. We've been recognized as one of the best, the fastest growing or fastest moving states for broadband, but that's just a reflection of the growth, the very smart growth that we experience in our state. Last year we had over I think it's almost $11 billion of capital investment, direct capital investment. That was a record. That's about twice as much as we've ever had. And it's been growing every year for many years. So we're growing, and an essential part of this smart growth of opening up all the resources, the minds of the people connected with the universities, with the schools, with education, with health. All of that depends on this new thing today that we call the internet and broadband. So the more we have, the more choices we have, the faster it is, the more reliable it is, the better it will be. And we in our state are ahead. We're right at the top of getting this done in the country. And that's because in South Carolina we work together. Everybody knows everybody. It seems a lot of us related. And so we're able to turn on a dime and move quickly. And that will give our people opportunities that will allow them to fulfill their dreams and hopes, and particularly for their children.
And are you looking or talking with Google for communities in poverty? I think about Chester County, there's so many areas out there that need internet, that need that service.
Yeah, all of them. That's our Office of Regulatory Staff is involved deeply in that. That's part of some of the money that we've gotten from some of the tax money we've gotten, your tax money we've gotten from the federal government, are aimed exactly at that. And Congressman Clyburn is working hard with us to see that the Congress does the right thing and that we're able to use every penny of that money to the advantage of the people in the state. But the rural areas are tough because if you have one house down the road 2 miles down, it's expensive to have service for just that one house. But we're going to get that done. And this kind of development today, with great companies coming in that want to provide this service, are a good sign for South Carolina.
My last question is just related to cost. I know you said that it can be at no cost for some customers. Just what is sort of the general cost for customers?
Google Fiber's standard 1 gig product is $70 a month. It has no fees, no additional, no caps, no data caps, and no contracts. So we believe in making sure that people have an affordable product that is not very complicated. Something we're really excited about is that we've just participated in the federal government's broadband labels program. So what you see is what you get. We're really transparent about our prices and really want to make sure that we're participating in that proactively. We also have a small business program that starts at $150. It includes one gigabit and also has IP addresses and other things that small businesses need for their growth. And then I've mentioned we have a 5 gig product, we have an 8 gig product, so we continue to go up from there.
Do we have any further questions? Okay, well, folks, we appreciate you coming out today. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy Tega Cay. If you want to, go ahead and play 9 holes on us and have a good time. Enjoy the beauty. Thank you.
Thank you so much.